Alright, hello. Remember last night how I said I was gonna stream the Nintendo Direct? It it terrified me, because I was like, what if what if I get a copyright strike? And I looked it up. I was like, is it safe to stream the Nintendo Direct? And long story short, everyone said no. So I said, I'm not even gonna risk it. I'm not even gonna bother. It's not that worth it. What if it sucks, right? So I just did what I did with every one of those event streams, is where I just recorded myself. I just did a recording of it and uploaded it. So it's uploading right now. So there might be some might be some frame drops. Let's look at it. It's going up and up and up. It's actually almost done. But anyway, we're doing more Stormblood. From what I know, we are close to the end of it. I'm gonna, not that I'm dropping Gunbreaker, but I'm gonna focus mostly on upgrading my rogue now that my Gunbreaker is at 70. He's at 70. Gunbreaker is fun, but Ninja is still my main, so that remains. But yes, just to tell you, I did watch the Nintendo Direct. Pretty good Direct. My brother just called me actually. Let's go. What's up? What's up, Revo? Or do you want me to call you by your real name? I always am unsure. Anyway, hi. Thanks for joining stream. Yes, we're doing more Stormblood. But yes, my brother just got off the phone with me about, just to call me about the Nintendo Direct. Fucking Mario Strikers, dude. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced to the peaks by now, but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There's a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we only need to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. Wait, what? Oh, dude, there's a Nintendo Direct. I'm gonna stop. I'm glad I said Strikers, because that's the first thing they announced, but, sorry, but they announced other shit. They just finished the Nintendo Direct at 2. It started at 2. So, that's gonna get uploaded on YouTube. youtube.com/Soramoto, if you want to check that out. You know, it's kind of, I was flying around the map a few minutes ago just to fly around, and I noticed I could go into that area right here where the peaks is, to go into there, but the gate was locked, and I'm glad I didn't go, because I could have easily just did that. Mario Strikers is all I need in my life. Yes, they announced new Mario Strikers. They announced a bunch of other stuff. Lots of remakes of like old games. In the middle of the stream, I was talking about how I think we're at a point where if you're gonna come out with an old game, it's gotta be substantial. It's gotta be a remake, you know? I feel like a remaster is not nearly as special as it was back then. Or like when Kingdom Hearts came out on the PS3, it was okay to come out with a remaster because those games look fine. But I feel like if they tried to do that today, we'd be like, yeah, you know what, remake it. Like, so, because they announced Advance Wars, which is a complete overhaul of the graphics. So it looks great, but I can't imagine if they just re-released it with like crisper pixel art. You know what I mean? Scions, a pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Alagiri and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh? But yes, I won't say anything as to not spoil you on the direct, but some hype stuff, some hype stuff. I'm glad I didn't fly into the peaks because I knew a cutscene would play like this. Or I wonder what would happen. I'm actually kind of curious what would happen.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
Look at that huge crystal over there. Pretty dope. Anyway. What you doing today, sir? Glad to have you on stream. How's your day going? As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. See those 3 towers to the east? That's her. It sits right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. See now why Veladina was so important, eh? Cool. Pretty good. Please don't attack me. Ugh. You want some also? Oh, it's over. Oh, damn it. How do I get there? There's no way. Imagine. So, I said the other day that I was looking at, like, old FF14 1.0, and I found out you couldn't jump in that game. Holy fuck. Sometimes I just do that for fun, you know? Is this the same one that I just saw? I can't imagine all these areas. I wonder there is like an alternate universe where 1.0 exists still, and I can't live in that future, man. Game was bad. Just the one. To the southeast. I want more of this. I want more cities. Are your gates open? The game's been very good about that. I remember in Base A Realm Reborn, you could just walk into the castrum of that area. Music here is pretty good also. It's different from the other one. I assume it's over there. Man, they're not gonna let me fly at all, are they? I guess it wouldn't make sense if there's like a bunch of locked doors and whatnot, but give me a break, I wanna fly. I thought that said mud stud. It's cute. I like these kind of like dead branches with the leaves on, with the flowers on them, as if to say, like, this place used to be a piece of shit until we liberated it. Oh, that feels so good. That feels so powerful. So many buttons to press already. I need to figure out a better button for this, though. You know what I need? I need an MMO keyboard. I need an MMO keyboard and an MMO mouse. That's gonna be on the list of expenses. Are you done uploading? Not quite. Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you've been quite busy in our absence. Less than you might imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We were about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperators. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you are ready. Oh, what's that? Oh. Well, you heard the flame, General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. I should... I need to figure out a look for my gunbreaker that it's not just guy in a jacket. Oh, that everyone? Then let us begin. Alagiri is ours, and for our mercy we took it without losing a single man. But we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperators will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, through Specula Imperators and Castrum Urbania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power, which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperators quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. Then we have no choice but to accept what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I have no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperators. During this time, I would hold the Scions in reserve at Alagiri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute, we should be fighting with you in the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Sora after what he's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. Do that thing again. Thanks. I knew you would understand. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Ali's sake and stay with Sora. Well, go if you must. Two of us can take care of ourselves. Ooh. Oh my god, it's that thing from Kingdom Hearts. They're gonna teleport her back in time.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics.
Huh.
This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually
Lesser
sheltered
races.
in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of cerulean, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage.
Okay.
It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Found you.
How did you get in there? This table's so big, I gotta climb on top of it to go talk to Raubon. So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I was about to let Lise go alone. It's a cool coat, actually. That's a cool coat. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Arenvald's squadron. They are already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. Cool. I should attune. One, two, three, four. God, I've done nothing for the peaks, huh? Not a single one of these. Well, I'm definitely not flying today. Let's do this right now. Fancy yourself as our village saver, do you? His name's Sora. My mount is so slow here. I'm still waiting for a few more of the villagers to arrive. How long do you plan to continue living in abject squalor, I ask you? It's high time we brought back the quarry that once made me proud to hail from Alagana. Some of you may be too young to remember, but the quarry used to mean everything to this village. Bloody hell, when is this old quarry gonna stop harping on about the good old days? Time's long since passed when we could sell the stone here for a decent amount of gil. There's no coin to be had sweating away your life in some bloody quarry. Even the hardest of rocks will break if you keep chiseling away at it. Life's the same. Sweet love? Sweat love? There's a reason you don't see much quarrying going on anymore. There's no demand for it. We can get by just fine with the stones we gathered in the past, and with those we salvaged from ruined buildings. Prosperity doesn't lie in wait for us at the quarry, only monsters. This quest line looks like it's about to get involved into a beast tribe quest. Blasted girl understands nothing. Of course everything's going to seem pointless if you're only sleepwalking through life. Who in the hells are you anyway? I ain't doing this for your amusement. I'm the fucking warrior of light. Ah, so you're the lad we have to thank for saving and work Krata. I can tell you have more fire in your belly than this entire village. How dare you speak to me this way? Prove something the beasts are gone from the quarry. I bet we got to go fight some rocks. That's a hell of a walk, actually. Oh, I have to go this way. I don't know if we'll be able to finish Stormblood today, now that I think about it, but we will try our hardest. If anything, I'll come back at midnight and do it. I do hate the midnight streams a little bit just because I get incredibly tired. And I don't wanna like sleepwalk to the end of Stormblood, you know what I mean? It does kinda, I'm starting to feel that as you get to these middle expansions, that a lot less people are playing it, you know? Heaven's Word queues were like done, like, can't snap my fingers. They were super quick, right? They were like really quick. But, as I'm getting into Stormblood, I'm noticing my queue times for certain, like, main scenario quests are like, what is this? Oh. Nice, I didn't even have to walk all the way over there. Why was it telling me to go all the way over there? What did I miss? Oh, I just fought some squares. Some literal cubes. Did you watch the direct? We're just walking around right now. Kinda took a detour from the story quest. You wanna have a genuine reaction to strikers for content? Oh, okay. Yeah, see, so that's what I was like, I could do that, but that's the thing about, like, I was gonna stream it earlier. I was actually gonna tack this at the end of that stream, but I don't know. And I can't stream on YouTube as per my Twitch contract, unfortunately. With YouTube, content strikes are kind of just like, well, we just can't get money for this thing. And so, okay, that's fine. But with the way Twitch works, I don't know, like, certain content strikes might just get your channel banned, you know what I mean? So I don't want to risk it. But, yep. It's a pretty long presentation. It wasn't boring like the PlayStation Direct that I did last time, which was a huge waste of my time. But now that we're starting to get into, we're starting to ramp up for the summertime and stuff like that, so you're gonna see a lot more game announcements come out. The fact that they did this. Forgot about the PlayStation one. Well, there wasn't one today, but there was one last week about Gran Turismo, but there was one like a months back, which was just like nothing, and complete waste of my time recording it. But I recorded it, so I uploaded it. Let's waste no time. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that though. Sorry, fam. Don't necessarily care for your plight. Bye! I heard if you plug in a PS5 controller to the PC, that the thing will have like the whatever the HD rumble is for the PS5 controller. I don't know if that's true. My friend told me that on her controller, because she plays on console, that you can actually like feel footsteps of like if I was riding my cat like that, right? But I heard that was also the case if I plug into a PC, and I'm just kind of curious. Down? What am I looking for? Oh. This. Cool. Dang, you literally can't do it. I wish this had a walking animation. I feel like I said that before. Like, it's cool, it's a giant bird, you know, that's a cool design, but give me a walking animation. Give me a moment. Say that again, if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Keep me apprised of any developments. That was Arnval. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. Any trouble? Yeah, might beat up a bunch of monsters. There was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well. Probably not. This isn't a dungeon? This fight's just happening without us?
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Xenos said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Xenos yourself. I thought not.
Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye aye! Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon!
Rudolph, Emlyn. For us. For our people. For our future.
I know they probably told her to whisper for those lines, but speak up.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
They give her... Or is that the echo? What is that? That's a ship. That's a pirate ship. Oof.
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood.
He's gonna lose another arm, isn't he?
All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
Damn. By the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon that cast from Abanya. But that was an Imperial installation, and the troops are still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell's being jammed or... We have to go there right now. They need our help. Let's go. Oh, cool. We're just right here. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. Imagine if Alphino just dies right here. I'm glad you're here, Sora. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us. I think they had it in them. To kill their own men just to kill us. Where's my brother? He was in the tower and when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating and many remain unaccounted for. Alice, listen. There's soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? Damn. No, Alpha, no. Imagine he dies in the exact same way as Gosetsu. Thank you. I think I can manage on my own. I forgot to go check in on my soldiers too. Shit. My squadron. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would ya? Oh no, is this, Cloud? Finish Guardian. Forgot they were here. Everything hurts! I think I was stuck with debris from the tower. Where's your hair? Oh. Wait, I know you. Sora, you're ward of House Fortom. We fought together in Step of Faith. You saved my life back then, and now... I can walk. Thank you. 1,000 times thank you. What is that over there? Oh no. Conrad's fucking dead. First, what is that? Are those just spinning ethers?
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Half an hour made it out alive. They just glossed over that.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Believe in the you that believes in you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Next round, double the charge.
Why? Oh.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
Oh.
That's the cerulean pipeline.
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
Hell yeah.
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon!
We gave the eyes back to Estinian? I don't even remember that part. Or did he just name his lance after it?
The savages are coming!
Could have killed them, could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. Should have mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God is my witness. There will be a reckoning. Oh. Wait. Sorry. One, two, three, four. Okay. A storm of blood. Hello, Mimic the Dragon. Thank you for joining. Forgive me, now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. We three will see to Commander Kemp's body. Find my sister and return to Alagiri. Oh, look. A lookout point. That should suffice for now. Go and join the others. Tell me you find Alphino. Tell me he's alright. Yep. I don't know what I would have done. Though saying that, what will the Resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sorry, not here, not now. We should return to Alagiri. Keep an eye out for any wounded who need our help on the way. What part is this again? Oh. Also, hello streamer, how are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How are you? I don't know what part of the world you're in. It's currently in the afternoon, which is actually different from when I usually stream. I usually stream at midnight. Yes, this is towards the end of Stormblood. We might finish it today, depending on how long these cutscenes are going to be. I am going to be taking a break in a few quests. I'm not looking at like story spoilers. I'm just looking at like how many quests until the next dungeon, basically. That way I can plan accordingly. But there's one pretty soon, so I'll do that when I get there. But anyways, how are you? I just need to make sure I get food ready. That's why I need to take that quick break. It'll be like 5 minutes. I was trying to kill you and yours. I half expected you were about to slit my throat. I should be back home in Ilsabard instead of taking fight from my so-called comrades. Music just stops. Thanks, friend. Bloody tourniquet came loose and I was having trouble getting it back on. Is that it over there? There he is. Oh, I get 2 of them now? Yo. I didn't even know that. When did I get 2? Wait, is that you, Sora? Oh, I didn't even recognize you at first. Must have lost a lot of blood. It's cool how they sometimes recognize me. I didn't even realize what emote that was. I was like, what is that moth? It's a sloth face. Very hyper realistic sloth face. I feel like I need an explanation for that ether, that huge one. We have given over Commander Kemp's remains for safekeeping. Later, I have no idea when, rites must need be performed. For now, however, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give in to despair. Oh look. See, look, there's just random gun blades. Just weird. I don't get it. I've seen some interesting player names like Dallas Cowboys and Toyota Dealer. My free company has a special channel specifically just for names that one of our members finds. I can pull it up real quick. Hobo Obobo, Unhappy Meal, and Disco Fries, Kickflip McSkateboard, and What is Up, Dog? All alliance resistances have now withdrawn from Specula Imperatoris. It is time we spoke with General Alden. My character's first name is Milady, and it flows kinda nicely. 99% of the time. Works. I think that would work. Tips hat. Tips fedora. Milady. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul. Commander Kemp's most of all. Everyone is very kind and respectful, even the enemies. I guess so. Guess so, huh? Foolish Milady. He was a wise leader. He was a patriot. But above all else, he was a good man who will be sorely missed. One of many lost this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast, and it's exactly what Yotsuyu said. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. That's why I picked Milady Celestinia for the fedora tipping memes. Just Celestinia is a pretty name too. It will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Alamigo, however, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castrum Abania's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought for their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we even reach the walls. Would we? Recall the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again, mayhap due to a malfunction? Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or a heretofore unknown resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll just have to go and see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the resistance. You can't lose risking another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nago, I do, but I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papalimo and I arrived at Ralga's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance, and then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions, but even then I knew deep down that it was an excuse, that I was still afraid of following my heart, because I couldn't be sure if that was for me or for Ida. Then I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries, and as we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader his people needed him to be. Now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left, and of the ones that are, many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that. But don't worry, Nago, I'll come back. I promise. Sometimes I forget as a Mikote my ears are up here. While I acknowledge the Commander Hex's right to carry out this mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. Sora, would you go with her? Then it's settled. We will await your return. Sorry to drag you into this, Sora. I guess they don't really like call you Mr. or Mrs. or whatever with your first name attached. I guess Milady would work. That's funny. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now all I can do is be myself. It's worse. Hang on. Oh, it's actually a bit better. Fine. Something I wonder about Mikote's and Vieira's is if the sides of their heads are empty. I think they are. If you look at Nago here from the front, oh, you can't really get a good. Don't look at me. You can't really get a good glimpse of her. You know, since their ears are on top of their heads, I think it's just gonna be hair. You know what I mean? I think this is probably, you know, I think it's just hair and there's just weird sideburns. You know what? I would actually find that a lot more useful. Sometimes the ear gets in the way here. But yes, I think it's just empty. Sora admitting to wanting to be a catboy. Listen. It's got its uses, first of all. Look how stylish it is, number 2. Caught in 4K. Listen. I never said I didn't want to be a catboy. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. Junkremp's Hope? That's an illegal amount of vowel consonants. A ship stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it. Well, that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. As an Aura sailor, their ears are still in the same position as humans. Do auras have? I always just assumed they didn't have ears. I thought that this little thingy... you know what? I haven't, like, stared at an aura in a minute. Where's Yugiri? Where's she at? Please, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. To reach the ship, we'll just ignore her. We'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, alright? I never noticed that Lalafells have, like, elf ears. Is there an aura here? No, you're just a person. Rogadins are basically just big people. Just cats and... just cat people and... whatever. Yeah, if I could have cat ears, I'd do it. I'd pay for it. I'd pay for the surgery. It would look grotesque and unnatural. And not at all aesthetic. But I would still do it. Anyway, we're going to the pirate ship. Going on a trip to my favorite rocket ship. Shit. OMG, do you fight everything that attacks you? Well, no, but just that one. It's just one guy. I like to flex with all my buttons. Or buy a cat ear headband. I could do that. Off of Wish? Why specifically Wish? I could buy a cat headband off of Wish. Man, so many buttons for Ninja. It's fun. It finally got fun. But also complicated. I need me a different keyboard with the buttons set up differently. Because right now there's like dead zones in my hotbars. I guess I could... I guess I could do that, but it's the same thing, I feel. Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've met the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. I guess I could do that. It's just annoying. Because the way that my keyboard's set up, like the F buttons are kind of like sectioned off, and like my hand just kind of rests weirdly on the hotbar. You'll see it, but the hotbar looks exactly the way my keyboard's set up, where there's like dead zones on top of the number 1 and then on top of the number 6. Ooh, that took a bit more out of me than expected. Why do classes not normally have that many buttons? Cause Jesus. Here it is. Junkremp's Hope. I hope I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. The ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the 6th Umbral era. It's comforting to know that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? I like the sheep, or whatever ram over there. I'm a controller. I think we just have a different hotbar setup. Yeah, there's 3 hotbars. That's why they're like that. I'm a controller playing Black Mage, which isn't crazy fast paced. I can't imagine playing a job like Ninja. I mean, most of my buttons are stuck on 2 hotbars. So as long as you can manage 2 different hotbars, I think you'd be fine. Ninja's fun though. I don't just mean the ship, you know, I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes even when they didn't want you to. It can't have been easy, staying true to yourself, but all the better for it. Me included. So do you play on PC with a controller, or do you play on PlayStation? Milady. I'll never be a leader like Conrad, or Hien, or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that's all, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? You know, having cat ears would actually make it really hard to put a mask on. Never mind. Strange to think back on it. If we've been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad. Maybe both of us. I was surprised all my stuff could fit into 2 hotbars. The stuff that's bindable anyway. Yeah. Apparently you can also make it so that one of the buttons is a click, so that it switches to the other hotbar. I haven't really figured out on macros and all that, but I might have to do that. You play on PC with a controller like an absolute heathen. Hey man. That's their sig. I don't play with this, but it is attached in case I want to play with it. At all times. Is that smoke from Casa Urbana? It's coming from the cannon. I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. Come on, Astidian. This is our chance, Sora, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend or foe. To take Castrum Abanya and bring the bastard who gave the order to fire to justice. Ain't nothing wrong, controller. You say that now, but we cut back to footage of you 3 months ago. Talk shit about controller. Now that you have a controller, it's great, isn't it? Told you it's fun. And now you can do Leap of Faith really easily. You've changed. You were made to see reason. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. The character development. All I ask is you go back to Little Nightmares and go back to that trash can. And let's see how quickly you can do that jump. You know that one time where they, I forget who it was that like did a review or demo of Cuphead, but it took him like 20 minutes to get up outside of the tutorial area, and people kept comparing the footage of him and like a 5-year-old child getting through the Cuphead tutorial. Yeah, but do that with like footage of you doing it the first time and then doing it now with a controller. To be fair, I don't think Little Nightmares was designed with PC controls. I think that was straight up a console game ported to the PC, and they're just like, I'm sure these keyboard buttons will work. Little Nightmares was a nightmare. Yeah, after you get up on top of that garbage can is actually when the credits roll. On PC. It shouldn't be anymore, right? Did you try to play it again? Easier down than up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. Nope, none of these. I'm not really going for gear right now, I'm just going for aesthetic. I'm afraid to stream it again and further embarrass myself. You'll never know, I mean, try it off camera with the controller. I'm sure it'll be fine. all these weapons I can't take. There's no time to lose. Let's go. Oh, we don't even get to go up on the pirate ship. I'll come back for you when I can fly. But maybe. Stream anything. When are we playing A Way Out? Whatever, what is it called? Oh look, I'm glad they left a space for me here. Your return. I only hope you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs of Nunkrem's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castrum Abanya's main cannon. Imagine if Limsa somehow got a hold of the pirate ship here, assuming they could even move it. They turned it into a brothel. That way they could turn it into a brothel. That way they don't have to crowd around the Aetheryte anymore. I think Marshal Terrapin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. A brothel? I mean, why not? Why not? You know, I didn't notice it until it started being told to me. It's like, oh yeah, did you know? You're not even in the RP server? I'm not even kidding. When I teleported to Limsa Lominsa, and the first thing, the very, very first thing I heard as soon as I loaded in was the sound of like a Lalafell moaning. And I backed the fuck out. Went to the Shroud. I don't even care. I went to Old Da and made that long walk to the marketplace just so I didn't have to listen to it. Then we must attack Castrum Abanya at once. It could still be a trick. I mean, they could just lift the pirate ship, I guess. I'm sure there's enough. If you ever see someone doing squats, they're most likely twerking. There is a mod. Oh. I didn't think about modding and stuff like that in this game. It could still be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not be getting a better opportunity. There's always an orgy going on in the Aetheryte Plaza. But nowhere is there a more wretched hive of scum and villainy than the Limsa Lominsa Aetheryte Plaza. That should be the tagline. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. Watch your step. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing. Be that as it may, we might not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the classroom and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be unable to take them unawares. On the other hand, if it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Sora, why don't you go with your adventurer friends and do a dungeon? I mean, infiltrate the castrum. In anticipation of a day such as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants through Gear Abanya, including Radiata? It's home to many who hold menial positions at Castrum Abanya and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The Resistance will handle this. You may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy working with fellow Alamegans. And at the end of the day, it is our land, our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad. Fuck. I already forgot his name. I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alice and Sora, I am sure. Well then, if you're all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Castrum Abanya. Go, and may Ralgar watch over and keep you. I just realized he's supposed to be Guts. Random question, but is your name Sora related to Kingdom Hearts? It absolutely is. I'm sorry. In advance. My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by concern for Lise, nor less Alamigo. Costume Paniasla. We can't forget the sacrifices of Conrad, whatever his name is. I like the idea of just forgetting people's names as soon as they're off screen. And so the likelihood that Cryo is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there's even a chance that Cryo might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if it did not take. Promise I'm not annoying about it. I just love it. Sora the Keyblade Master. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sad that I can't use the cloud hair. The one that apparently they gave out for like art things. Because that looks exactly like Sora's hair. We're gonna go to Radiata. And we're gonna go contact Raubon's agents. No, Tarpin. Who's Tarpin? Is that Pippin? Yes. Pippin Tarpin. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Sora and Lise were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor. Well, you have the right of it. Got a better deal than most Alamegans feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Tarpin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand the desire to look after the families by any means necessary. I was watching the Nintendo Direct, and they re-announced the Kingdom Hearts Cloud Edition for the Switch, and I'm like, didn't this already come out? Aren't people already, like, bitching about it? Our contact is a Rogadin woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know us as friends. Okay. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. Oops. Let's get this. Hell yeah. You have a bit of time to spare. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go talk to him, I guess. Is there a sheep mount? I want the mount. I want the sheep as a mount. Where is he, in the tent? Nope. Back here? Oh. Hello. Oh, I thought, okay. I'm glad. I was like, I thought he wasn't wearing pants, and I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, oh. I love playing Kingdom Hearts on my Nintendo Switch. That's being streamed over the internet. I can't tell if it's being faked, but there are people trying to play it, the demo, and it's getting to the intro cutscene, and it lags out so hard that it closes the demo. I don't know if it's real or not, but I hope it is. I might buy it just for the experience. It's crazy. The adventurers slew Lord Van Belsar, so they've sent you to claim my head, then. Mason Brooks sent you to help. Oh, thank heavens. You see, I'm actually a Centurion of Garlean forces. Now, before you do anything rash, let me explain. I knew we had no way of repelling them, so I ordered all my men to retreat from Alagiri. I then planned to turn myself in, but I ran into certain complications. I can see you're unconvinced. Tell you what, why not ask the villagers about me? I don't care. Give me my ether current. I do like how, I feel like I mentioned this before, and how in Stormblood, these ether current quests evolve into other quests. We're like 69 years too early for cloud gaming to become viable. Yeah. I agree. I can't believe that Stadia continues to exist. I would have expected that to have died on release. Oh. Where'd you hear that name? I won't have you speaking ill of him. Alright. We don't talk about bout. He's not in trouble, is he? Oh. Well, looks like they love him. Alright. I kill him anyway. See if this was the Elder Scrolls Online. In light of the reactions to my being arrested, the Alliance has allowed me to remain here for the time being. But for all intents and purposes, I am a war prisoner. The villagers he looks naked, is what I'm trying to get at, in case it wasn't obvious. The villagers initially meant to keep me hidden, but harboring one's enemy is a serious crime. Mexicans assured the moment they take me into custody. God, Jesus. I know how strange this may seem. I'm glad that other players don't show up in cutscenes. I would lose my mind. Well, I want you to convince the people of Alagiri to allow for my surrender. Well, see you later. I'm not gonna deal with you anymore. Interesting story. Goodbye. It actually feels slow when you're in a car. Good luck with that problem you're having. Peace. Literally. Just kind of fade away. Do that. It is neat that they're trying to trick you into doing these non-blue quests by linking them all with Ether Current quests. I'm sure in Shadowbringers it'll be its own little side quest with Ether Currents in it. I'll have to look them up, but because one of them just ended up in being a B-Stripe quest, and I'm like, I guess I could do that. See, what did I tell you? Let us continue on to speculate Imperatoris. This will be faster if you let me fly. It's here somewhere. I know everybody likes to talk about Heavensward music and stuff like that, but Stormblood music is also similarly great. Just saying. I'm also a big fan of it. Shadow music is your favorite. I think the trend is just whatever the next thing is better than the last one, and you know what? I'm all for that. That's fine by me. I'm glad to hear that I got into it. Like, I was worried, honestly, like before Endwalker came out and I was like getting into Heavensward, I was half worried because I already spent like how many hours here now? 18 days. What would that be? That's like around less than 200 hours. Just about, actually, with 17 hours. Yeah, that's just about 200 hours worth of days. Or no, not 200. Close to 400, actually. Right? Blue quests are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, man. How did I check that out? Slash playtime. Oops, slash playtime. But yes, 20 days would be 480 hours minus 48. It'd be like 450-ish. Yeah, around almost 500 hours at this point now. Jesus fucking Christ, you have more than me. To be fair, some of that time is spent sitting around, you know. Not too long, but of course, because the game will just log you out. But sometimes I just sit around and then I just log out. I try not to do that as much because I know, especially during like when the servers were super congested. But now that load times are not as high, I don't feel as bad. You also just sit around sometimes. Yeah, I felt bad when Walker came out. I felt like I had to be doing something, but now I load in and there's like what 20 people ahead of me. Okay, I don't feel too bad. I was logged in during the Nintendo Direct, and I checked back, then I had been logged out. Of course, there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, there were no match release. Of course, in light of recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. I regret having 2,000 hours on Tekken 7, but I don't regret having that same amount in FF14. It's a different amount. Time is a what's that called? Not a constant. Whatever. I almost finished that sentence. That's good enough. I like their, like, half-finished roads. Oh my god. True Griffin. I remember when I was like halfway through A Realm Reborn, and that people in the Novice Network started talking about their playtimes, and I was thinking, I was like, oh my god, that's so much. There's no way. It's pretty nice of the Guardians to build these roads for everyone. They may leave now though. Say what you will about Guys Van Baelsar, but he kept the trains running. Looks like it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke about Castrum Abani anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? None of these are for me. Ooh. Is this better than what I have now, though? Nope. Not even close. Afino said we were looking for a Rogadin woman, right? Is this the part where I have to type in the chat? Ooh. Oh, fuck. Fine. I'll leave. I'll leave, since I'm not supposed to be fighting things that attack me. Where? You have a button above you. Takes some kind of man to walk into places like this uninvited. Times are tough, but so am I. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better keep your head down and go about to survive. Call me a coward too if you like, cause I'll not speak on it more. At least not here. Wow. Code. I wouldn't be that clever. I would just say, courage! The Cowardly Dog Show was a great show, right? Is that who I think it was? That's a relief. Or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alphino and Alice. We'll meet you there. At least it's 2022. I'm canceling you. We don't use that word anymore. There's that one area in like in Doma where like the road just stops like 20 feet from where it starts, and it's hilarious. Not follow, are you? Good. They just come running up to me. I've never met these people in my life. Not all of you, is it? Let's get to it then. Alright, we're the Scions, man. Name Stark. Stark Road. The rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about Specula Imperatoris in the canon, isn't it? I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. Courage the Cowardly Dog was disturbing at times, but also good. I think disturbing at times is putting it lightly. I always think of that episode with the Flan and how it ends in like an opera, with an opera solo. I know that's not the creepiest thing that they've shown. What comes to mind is that one where like Courage opens the door of the girl like brushing her hair, and it's literally just a jump scare in the afternoon for a child after school. But yeah, that one. That's the one I think of, is the Flan episode. Fantasy Flan. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had everyone jumping at shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Alamegan help have been sent home indefinitely. They already fixed the cannons. That was a huge explosion. Let's sneak into the castrum. I've pieced together a map in the form of a dungeon that maybe around 8 people should infiltrate. If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be few in numbers, but I have faith that we can see this through. Bye, Fantasy Flan. It's in my head. That and the episode of the ugly hunchback that plays with the bells. That and the one where the cat runs away with her girlfriend. That one was also cute. Man, I love Courage. I was really sad that the reboot of it didn't. I don't think it happened. There was like I think they had like an episode of it, and they couldn't get the original voice actor. White AIDS people specifically? Oh, I don't know, just cuz. I wish, because like they started talking about you and your adventurer friends. I hope they go more and more on the nose with it in Shadowbringers. Like, Sora, how about you and 7 of your closest friends? Perhaps 2 healers and... You're not from around here, are you? You'd never seen the Alamegan strike up a conversation with a Radiata resident. Give me my etherite. Sorry, my ether current. I do appreciate them trying to tell me a story here. What's up with her hair? Oh, I thought it was like 3 buns off the side of her head. About bloody time. Yeah, take the supply crate trade and trade it with the merchant in Alagiri for food. Why? You want me to walk all the way over here? Ah. No thanks. I'll do that later. I gotta have shit to do off screen. Look, you can see the pirate ship from here. I love it when people have the motorcycle mount and they just fly up in the air. Because they don't even do anything to hide the fact that it's just a motorcycle floating in the air. Those are some ugly pants. We have that for which we came. There you go. You and 7 of your ever dependable allies will enter the castrum with my sister. You and 3 to 7 of your allies will enter the castrum with my sister. And I by way of the ventilation ducts leading to the hangars. Alice and I will create a diversion elsewhere. In ensuing confusion, Lise and her unit will attempt to reach the fire control center undetected. Our 3 parties will subsequently converge on this location, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Motorcycle, more like hover cycle. They don't even try. Like, the wheels don't turn to pretend like it's like a hover bike or anything. It's just Cloud's bike. It's great. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before you can infiltrate the castrum. I want more car mounts. I want like a give me the Halo Chevy 2001 Chevy Tahoe from the Halo show as a mount. Ooh. Took an embarrassing amount of time to kill those guys. In FF13, the summons transformed into different forms, like cars and motorcycles. What, you mean like the actual physical, like Ifrit and Garuda and stuff? Like they turn into like vehicles? Form of a bicycle. Saz summon FF13 that transforms into a car. Here and here. I want to see what that looks like. Saz's car. Oh, that looks dope. That actually looks pretty cool. No, I need it to be less cool than that. give me like a Ford Fiesta as a mount. I want some immersion shattering. Give me a moped as a mount. More shit, huh? Oh, here we are. Here's the dungeon entrance. Are we anywhere close to the thing? Oh, did I pass it? I passed the Aether Current. Like Roger, I knew you lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Sora's the finest warrior I know. I should like to think we have learned something from our time in his company. Now, where is the entrance to the ducts? I was gonna say, you can't really see it. I was like, the Sora thing might be a bit more apparent, but that poster right over there is supposed to be Sora and Kairi in Destiny Islands. I think out of all the posters I have behind me, that's probably the most vague. Actually. I couldn't find any good ones on display, unfortunately. We shall divide into 2 groups and proceed via separate routes into the Castrum. Our objective is to fuck shit up as much as possible, to draw the Imperials away from Lise and her men. If there's nothing else, I'll return to the Resistance forces and show them the entrance. FF14 segue coming soon in game as a mount. Please! I would love a segue. This is your last chance to make preparations, Sora. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin. Here we go. Oh. Ew. Where is it? Oh. It'd be cool if you gradually got faster as you collected the ether currents. What's even up here that there's a repairman? Oh, there's a whole village here. Cold Hearth. Oh, it's tiny. How do I check? Hold on. Do this as I walk. Oops. Oh, you can't? Oh, yes, you can. I was like, you can't check? Oh, sorry, you can't go down here? Ah, damn it, I just made it. A Sky Pirate title? That's from the Heavensward Alliance raids I have still yet to do, I think. It's fun! I saw a pirate and I was like, alright, I gotta do it. It's fun though. We're gonna do max juicy pools. Okay. That's cool. Lead the way. Cool. Jumping into an instance, you know what to type in chat. I'm new. I don't want him to know. I don't want him to come into me like thinking like, ah, you know what you're doing. Especially as a tank. I think like whenever I instance into get into a dungeon as a tank, my first thing I do is I apologize. Like, hello, I'm sorry. Melee DPS sounds difficult. Not too much, as long as you have as long as you know what your AoEs are. Oh, it looks like I can use my Tenshi Jin here. Here we go. I don't have much experience with melee DPS, so I'd say that rogue is pretty fun, lots of buttons to press, but if you feel that that might be a bit too overwhelming for you, I will say that compared to other classes, you don't really have to do much with directional attacks. My friend mains Monk, and almost all of his buttons are directional, and I cannot imagine. I just stand in the one spot, really. Apparently Samurai is pretty easy if you want to get into it. You hardly have to move at all. You just gotta click your buttons. Make sure you click them at the right moment, or whatever. Click them in the right sequences, rather. So close. It really was. Oh, dang it. Damn, bro, give me a second. I don't know if the boss was gonna come up this early. I would have saved my Tenchi Jin. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Ooh. Okay, never mind. Waterfall, Saljutsu waterfall. It's fun. Dang it. Okay. I don't know how that fight happened. Sometimes I just don't get an explanation for these fights, and that's fine. I want that hood. What does that look like? That looks cool. I want one of those. It only seems like chaos because our tank is like doing huge pulls, but I promise it's not nearly as chaotic as this, especially not if I'm playing. Oh, someone just leveled up. Nice. Good for them. Tank is doing big gacha pulls. He really wants that waifu in Genshin Impact. We made it though. I mean, if they can clutch it out, I don't care how many you pull, as long as we can clutch it out. I know I can't handle it, so that's why I only pull like very little. Not me hitting the wrong button twice in a row. I love the music, the boss battle music for Stormblood. What? Nice. It looks like a chimera from Resistance. I want to learn other jobs for the cool weapon and armor, but me actually like tanking. It's only fun. I never go into a new dungeon as a tank. It's always got to be like a dungeon that I've already done. Please, I want that. Yeah! Give me that shit. Cool. Thanks, Chad Stonks. Greed. I need the company seals, man.
Are you alright?
I think that answers my question. We've accomplished our objectives as well.
Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them.
It's alive.
Lise, thank the 12 you're all right.
I swear he's shorter every time they show him.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
They're here!
Alright, let's see what the true power of the Monado she was granted.
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I gave the order to fire.
It was over. The Skulls had surrendered. No one else had to die. And you killed them. Your own people. Your own comrades.
You're right. I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn, all the rest. Trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Animegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us.
What if Alphino and Alice had been Lalafels instead of Elysin? Well, then they would have been outed as the villains from day one.
But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees.
I would not
citizenship,
trust
but
any word that
citizenship
would come out of their
guarantees
mouth.
naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal.
Is that prejudiced against Lalafels when like every Lalafell they've introduced me so far, besides Cryo or Pippin, have been just villains?
That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
There were like two Lalafels in the in Ul'dah, and both of them were villains. It's crazy.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom. You killed your own. They trusted you, and you killed them. Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
Man. Oh no, she's got the fucking Sharingan. Hold on, I was gonna wait until after this cutscene, but I'm dying. I need to go pee real quick.
Lise!
Never mind, of course.
Gotcha!
Big action sequences. Oh shit. No, Alice. Oh! Oh, fuck you. Oh no.
I've already seen it.
Oh, damn it. Is she dead?
Alize!
I like that my character just stands there because they can't have me attacking anything.
Even so, the odds are against me.
Fuck you and your smoke bombs.
Coward! Get back here!
Where could she have gone? Okay.
Hero!
Hey, I've seen that mount.
Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
Look at the texturing on that window, though. Nice.
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me?
Like, no.
Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Lise had her own friends of adventurers following us. She had her own party going. Alright, I'm gonna go... fine, let's talk to Lise. Nago and her people took Alizé to Radiata to receive treatment. Alphino tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy we won, and with minimal casualties, but somehow, it feels empty. You should report to General Alden. Cryo wasn't here, but who knows. Maybe one of Raubon's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask anyway. Oh yeah, I decided on the ugly pants. Cool. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. I just need to go prepare some food. Just take me like 10 minutes. But yeah, see you in a second.